This is Eagle Out, and let's get straight into it, man. Jalen Carter's out here speaking. They like, yo, what happens if you fall? You really think the Eagles will take you at 10 if you fall? He said, yes. Yes, the Eagles will take me if I fall. And I'm not surprised. I am not surprised because I believe the Eagles had a meeting with Jalen Carter. The meeting went great. They just like, look, they probably said, like, look, young man, I get it about the past thing, this and that. But if you fall and you right there at 10, we're taking you. You're not getting past 10. And remember that report that came out, like, yo, he's not seeing anybody pass the top 10? I really think it was the Eagles that guaranteed to him, like, yo, you could come here. You can definitely come here if the league don't believe in you. You come here, have a chip on your shoulder. You got N'Kobe Dean. You got Jordan Davis, who you play with. Eagles also got leaders as a Fletcher Cox, Super Bowl winner. Jalen Hurts, an All-Pro. Darius Slay, Pro Bowler. James Bradbury, All-Pro. Like, you got really talented guys and people that got their head on their shoulder. So I believe they guaranteed them that. And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Jalen Carter is a difference maker. He's a day one starter. You bring him in. I think it's him. I think it's him and probably Fletcher Cox. And the reason why is no disrespect to Davis. It's just that I don't look at Davis as in ready yet unless they do Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, and have Fletcher Cox rotate because he is the vet guy, him and Milton Williams. But shout out to LB. I would actually put Milton Williams over Jordan Davis, but I think it come with the draft position. That's why they will start Jordan Davis. But I think the snap time will be equally shared anyway, no matter who starts or who don't. But he will be an immediate impact for the Eagles. I think he replaced Javon Hargrave very easily. No offense to Javon Hargrave, because Javon Hargrave, it is going to be hard to replace a double-digit sack season, but at least we got a guy who can get the sacks and who's really good against the run as well. Like I said, that's no offense to Javon Hargrave, but Javon Hargrave really struggled against the run. That's why you had to bring in the suit. That's why you had to bring in a Leval Joseph. But I like the idea. I like his confidence, and I like the idea of the Eagles taking Jalen Carter at 10. Now, there's another report that the Eagles are looking at Paris Johnson Jr., who I believe is very talented. I don't even think he'll make it to us. I say the farthest he fall is probably to the Bears, because the Bears, they get DJ Moore, so they want to get some protection for your quarterback. Justin Fields get hit a lot. I think Paris Johnson Jr. helps that out a lot. But if he's there for some reason and he's there at 10, I don't think the Eagles should take him because we don't need project guys. Like, on him coming to our team, he would be a project guy. Of course, he had the skill, the talent, can go to almost any other team and start day one. But he's not starting over Lane Johnson. He's not starting over Jordan Mailata. Do we put him at guard? Do he want to play guard? Is he really good at guard? That's more of your experiment. You might as well see what Jurgens got. So I don't like the idea of taking Paris Johnson Jr. at 10. I think you really need somebody that make immediate impact. And also, I've seen this more with mock drafts. That's why I didn't even put it in the thumbnail or anything. This Lucas Van Ness thing to the Eagles at 10 is utterly ridiculous. I see more Lucas Van Ness. It's the guy everybody that's talking about that's going to get picked in the top 15 falling. I'm sorry. All I see is the bull rush. I don't see anything else. I don't see any skills. I don't see any spin move. I don't see a swim move. He's just very strong and he can bull rush. That's it. That's all I see in Lucas Van Ness. So this Lucas Van Ness, like I said, to the Eagles at 10 and us not trading back to get him is utterly ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. But these are the guys, if at 10, if they there, you got to take versus, to me, Jalen Carter. Second to me is JSN. Third to me is B. John Robinson. And it's a close second and third. Like, I won't get mad if you pick either or. Well, Jalen Carter there, B. John, and if Jalen Carter, B. John, and JSN is there, you don't take Jalen Carter, that's just crazy to me. And you take B. John or JSN. But those are the guys I believe. One of them going to be at 10. One of them going to be at 10. More than likely, it might be B. John at 10. I will be shocked if the Atlanta Falcons pick B. John, even though the betting odds say that. I would be shocked because they had it like 1,000-yard rusher there already. That just don't make sense. So yeah, man, I think we need day one starters. I get it with these tackles, these Peter Skornowski's of the world, Paris Johnson Jr.'s of the world, talented guys, but we need that immediate impact. See, our top 10 pick is not like a top 10 pick for like Atlanta or the Bears or any of those teams like the Colts, like the Texans. All those teams ahead of us, they're bad. They need tackles and possibly, a skill position, of course, quarterbacks. Like, we don't need that. We don't need that at all. Our original pick is 30th pick. So this is really a luxury pick. No telling when we'll be able to pick in the top 10. So you want that immediate impact. You don't want a guy to groom. That's why I'm not really talking about the 30th. Because you can get an experimental guy, 30th overall. You'll want that guy to get playing time because he's still a first-round pick. But as far as that 10th, you got to get a unique player. Shout out to Howie Roseman. You got to get a unique player. And the unique players I can see that can step in and play immediately is two offensive guy, one defensive guy. Now, if you don't get those three and they not really on your board, you trade back, collect some picks, could get a Nolan Smith. Maybe you experiment with a Lucas Van Ness. Maybe you're seeing something we don't see. Brian Branch. It's guys in that mid round we can get that can, do some immediate impact. But if you stay at 10, I just don't want to see a tackle, man. I just don't want to see it. But if it happens, it is what it is. They're Eagle. But my personal opinion, got to get somebody that can start day one. But, hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about the Eagles, the news, the Jalen Carter news, speaking very confidently that he will not fall out of the top 10. My guy James Palmer about Paris Johnson Jr. And if we trade up for Paris Johnson Jr., that's just going to piss me off. But this is Eagle Al. I'm out.